And we are live at a reasonable time this time. Alright everyone, so today we are going to be doing Pokemon Crystal with Ledian. This was supposed to be last week, but I pushed it back so I could help out John with his Sun Bulbasaur stream. Because that run was quite hard to route. But anyway, Ledian, Pokemon Crystal. Hopefully I'll have time to look over the stats, but I did Ariados last week. Ariados is far better compared to this thing. In fact, if we take a look at the leaderboard here, Ariados got 11th place overall out of 22, so right in the middle of the road. Got a time of 127. I know when Scott did Ariados, he got like a 122, but he did get less resets, plus he has the cheating encounters and stuff like that. I never expect any of my Crystal times to ever beat his because of that, but on the leaderboard, Ledian is definitely going to rank among the lower tiers. Like, I think Ledian might be able to beat Houndour, potentially Eevee, but I'm not sure. I know Scott's old Ledian video, he did a Ariados versus Ledian video last year in October. He did not have a good strat for Red, at least by today's standards. His moveset for Red was Curse, Rollout, and Rest, something else, but it might have been Defense Curl as well, but he was essentially using Curse on Red. That is not the answer. I mean, we found this out later, but Flash is actually a It's actually a somewhat decent move to use against Red's Pikachu because Flash is one of those moves, like, it's a clone of Sand Attack, and it's an HM move, which isn't that great, but if you're running a Pokemon that has to set up on Pikachu for quite a lot of turns, potentially you could get away with teaching it Flash. In fact, my final moveset is actually going to be Return, Flash, Curse, and Agility. The plan is going to be to set up probably 4 Flashes, because I know once you get past, I think, 3 Flashes, the percentage in accuracy drop doesn't really become as worth it. Like, I heard getting it to -4 accuracy would probably put it somewhere like 33% chance to hit, but getting it to -6 would be like 28%. Doesn't really improve much. And then after I set up the Flashes, I'll set up 6 Curses, 4 Agilities, and then one-shot everything with Return. That's going to be my plan. Plus, Scott had to get a really high level in order for his rollout strat to work. He was level 80, but granted, we are in the fast level up group, so it's not that bad. But I honestly predict this thing's going to rank above Eevee. I don't think it'll rank above Tentacruel, because once Tentacruel once it got access to Surf and Sludge Bomb, it became really good. But let's go ahead and get started with the run. Alright, hello Rex Raptor, Shadow, and MVF. Yep, all hail Gen 2. I know Steve's overlay is still technically on in the background, but I did turn off the set perfect stats and Pokerust button, so it won't do that. Funnily enough, though, I didn't turn off the set options, so at least the options are set, which is convenient. But anyway, let's get started. Also, since we need Return, we are going to play on Sunday. I know Scott didn't use Return in his final run, but honestly, if I weren't playing on a Return day, I would probably get the... No, Twisted Spoon's not in this game. You have to transfer in... I think you have to transfer a Kadabra from Gen 1, I think, to get Twisted Spoon. There's really no good type item you could get. But anyway, yeah, Sunday. 3, 2, 1, go. Isn't Sentret, isn't that vanilla? What Pokemon does Oak normally send out in that intro? Alright, I am going to defeat a lot of the wild encounters on my way to Mr. Pokemon's house, because I did not mean to use that berry. Oh well, there's more berries. I know Scott ended up having to be level 14 at the minimum to take on Faulkner, and that makes sense, because you may think, 14? Why not 13 over a damage rounding threshold? At 14, he barely lived on red health. That included a berry. Did I seriously just miss 2 tackles? Wow, this thing's going great. Also, since I do want Flash, I am going to do the Sprout Tower. Nice. I don't know why, but I feel like my shirt has shrunk. Like around the sleeves feel smaller. Oh, there's my cut user. Alright, that'll be enough taking out Pokemon for now. I'm gonna go ahead and heal in the Cherry Grove Center before I do anything else. I'm actually gonna skip Youngster Joey here. He's a pretty good trainer to fight here. He is optional, but he does have a level 4 Rattata. But, I don't want to fight him. Also, something I ended up learning from that run, apparently in Gen 4, Ledian gets Swords Dance, and it's still a mostly physical attacker. Just kind of hilarious. Seriously? I hate getting an encounter in that one frame turn of grass. Also, I'm gonna deposit my Sentret just in case I somehow black out while doing this training. Hey, John. Are you winning, son? The run's only less than 5 minutes old, so I wouldn't know that yet. Why was I worried about blacking out here? These things are only doing 1 damage. Ledian, though, surprisingly, its only good stat is special defense. But yeah, for real, John, I think my run will end up getting a better time than Scott's because there is a much better strat for Red. He went with Curse Rollout. I'm going for Flash Return so I can keep Curse and Agility. Because Curse and Agility is way too valuable of a moveset combo. It literally allows you to sweep his whole team for free. But you just have to set it up first. The reason Scott didn't go with it in his video is because Pikachu's Thunder was doing too much damage. But you can just use Flash on it. I know Scott eventually figured that out later when he did his Porygon 2 Crystal run. Well, it was a giant versus race with all the Porygon forms. But I know for the base form P-word, he actually went with Flash because a couple of people in his Discord recommended it. I think Axu was one of them. Because Flash ended up being very useful. Ooh. Oh, also, during my X and Y stream yesterday, I debated whether allowing, like, blackouts just for the sake of overworld teleportation. I decided I'm gonna ban that, but the one exception is if I'm doing training. So, like, for example, if that was going to be my very last trainer anyway, and I'm like, you know what? I'm done training. I'm just going to black out real quick so I can go to the gym. That I'm not going to do. I allowed the blackout there because I intend... Basically, if you intend to go back to that trainer to challenge him again, then it's fine. I kind of need to word that rule a little better. Flash is one of those moves people have bad memories in Gen 1. Funnily enough, when I played Generation 5 in White 2 specifically, Lilligant and Whimsicott, I did those videos earlier in the year. Those Pokemon needed Flash very, very bad. Because that was their only way of beating Skyla. I mean, it doesn't help, but it helps that in that game, Flash became 100% accurate, which is really good. But in this game, it's 70%. But yeah, since it's 70%, not every flash is going to hit, which is going to be annoying. Also, like I mentioned earlier, I know Scott was level 14 for the fight. Here's one disadvantage, though. We're going Hidden Power Psychic for our Hidden Power typing, because it's a really good solution for Morty, Chuck. It's a great solution for the Rocket Grunts. It's just a really powerful move in general to have. But, the problem with it, I get to have an attack DV of 15, but my defense is 12. So me going Hidden Power Psychic actually makes my defense worse. And it makes my HP slightly worse, too. I think it brings my HP DV to 11. I think Pokemon Emerald Blackout's travel works better. Honestly, Pokemon Emerald is like the one game where that would truly be a benefit. Because with how rare a teleport user is, you could just intentionally black out at certain parts to act as like a Temu version of teleport. I mean, doing that, I wouldn't allow. Because it doesn't feel in the spirit of a solo challenge to intentionally die just to get to your destination faster. It just doesn't feel good to me. You know what? No. I was going to do a tiny bit of training to 14, but no, I'm just going to do it now. Like, who knows? Maybe I might get off a Supersonic on the Pidgeotto. Okay. Ah. If that thing had hit itself just one more time... You know what, though? It might be better to Supersonic the Pidgey instead. Because that way, the Pidgey could get one less hit in on me. So I have more HP here. Let me try this. I better Supersonic again. Nope. Yeah, even if I were to do this at level 14, it would still be cutting it to the wire. Hello, Jemmy. I'm playing Yellow right now. This version seems fun. Yeah, Pokemon Crystal's an okay game. Damn, this fight sucks. Looks like it's a range to 3 hit, which is interesting. Oh my god, dude. Can I please just hit the first Supersonic? Are you going to be trying ZA next week? Yeah, I will be playing Legend ZA. Offline, of course. I'm not streaming it. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Only 4 resets. I will need to get my Sentret out of the PC, though. Also, I know Scott had to be a minimum level of, what was it, 24? Oh yeah, level 24. The reason he was level 24 for the rival fight is because he wanted access to Safeguard. And having Safeguard is actually pretty good for the rival because it prevents Hypnosis and Lick Paralysis, because you have to spam Supersonic on the Ghastly. There's literally no other way to beat it. It's kind of similar. What was that other Pokemon we ran recently? Gourgeist. What Gourgeist had to do to the first couple of trainers that had only normal types? It had to win with Supersonic. Or Confuse Ray. Hello, Santiago. Wait. This guy's a predictable spinner. I probably should have seen that coming. But yeah, I'm gonna go back up and fight those fishermen. Not the Magikarp one, though. That guy sucks. Hey, Poke Monroe. Good luck. Thanks. I actually never fight this guy. I know he has a Spearow. It's kind of the reason I never liked fighting this guy. Also, inside the cave, I can get the TM for Swift, which is going to be far better for training. You know what? I'm not going to use a Repel. The reason I'm not going to use a Repel right away is because I want to do some training in the wild as well. Like any Zubats that come up, for example. Or Sandshrews. Sandshrews give surprisingly good XP. I'm going to save, though. If I lose here... I do want to go back to that guy once I get access to Swift. Oh, I should have taught Swift first before doing that. Alright, I'm gonna go backtrack and fight the rest of the trainers. I mean, I could technically beat the Ghastly without having Safeguard, but the problem is the Quilava will do too much damage. And you may think, well, why not use Struggle? That's gonna make it even worse against the Quilava. Oh, that was... Oh, well. Honestly, the most annoying thing about that was I lost my money. Okay, so the answer is do not even try to fight this guy. I gotta be careful on that, though, because as soon as I get to Goldenrod, I have to buy 2 Elemental Punches. I gotta buy Ice Punch and Thunder Punch. So I might actually have to go backtrack for the Charcoal to sell it for money. Okay, that was cutting it close. I'm not gonna buy Escape Ropes for now because I am gonna be using Dig later. I mean, on the bright side, I don't think Bugsy's gonna be that hard. The only Pokemon that can do serious damage is the Scyther. And we do resist Fury Cutter, but it will start to add up. So honestly, maybe on the Scyther turn 1, you know what I should do? I should probably use a turn 1 Supersonic. Do I have a berry? No. Oh right, my first berry got used up. Okay, that was pretty lucky. He never even once got to use Fury Cutter. Honestly, here's a legitimate question. Would it be faster to just do the rival and just... You know what? Yeah. Do I need to spend any money? You know what? I probably should. Alright. I'm just gonna blackout chain until I win. Omitting the Chansey strat. Oh my god. This thing just doesn't believe in hitting itself, does it? Okay, this luck has been pure big garbage. Dude, okay, that was so bad. That was bad. But I mean, honestly, I probably should have saved there. Maybe, like, only do the blackout if I beat the Ghastly. And this would be so much better if Ledian had access to Lear. Oh. That was a force of habit. Damn it. Hey, at least Supersonic came in handy here. Yeah, here's what I'm going to do. I'll save before the rival, and if I didn't beat the Ghastly, I reset. But if I did beat the Ghastly, just take the blackout and keep the XP. Because training in the wild will take a while. That was a crit. Okay, yeah, so right there, since I did beat the Ghastly, I'll take the blackout. Oh, I probably should have saved again. No, this method is just too slow. Okay. Since I reset over that blackout, I'm just gonna remove that blackout off the counter. Yeah, I think I just have to do this. But seriously, if this thing had access to Lear, I could spam Lear on that Ghastly while it's confused. It would help so much if it did. You know what's funny? This is the grass I would train in Heart Gold Soul Silver if I needed speed EVs. I mean, this thing is pretty weak, but the problem is, look at my moveset. Swift, Supersonic, Comet Punch, and Tackle. All normal type moves. The only way for the Ghastly to die without struggle is literally Supersonic. But the thing is, it's not a good idea to go for Supersonic because... why is it? I think it's just because the Kolava will do too much damage. And Swift is literally a better move for it. I don't know, though. I am sort of leaning towards Struggle. You know what? I'm going to use Struggle, I think. Because at the very least, I should be able to one-shot the Ghastly. Because Ghastly has very bad defense. But then again, Ledian's attack is very bad. Well, not very bad, but... Oh, no, it's pretty bad. You're already struggling, so yeah, go for it. You know what? Yeah. Well, I'm getting a blackout. I've been meaning to avoid this guy. Because this guy has a Geodude with Rock Throw. Well, I'm not really going to go for Struggle anyway. It wouldn't really work out that well. But then again, the only reason Scott even did 24 was to give him access to Safeguard, which prevented the Ghastly from using Hypnosis and Lick paralyzing. But it's not mandatory, so you know what? I think I'm just going to train to 23 and just Aerodactyl the fight. If I lose to the Ghastly or to the Quilava, I'll just reset. It does make me wish, though. It does make me wish I had access to another berry. And here's the thing, you don't want to only spam Supersonic, because that Ghastly has Spite. Holy shit. This is awful. You know what? No, the fight's not winnable if I'm paralyzed. Will you hit yourself? Stupid ball of gas. I really, really hate these kinds of strats. Uh-oh. Okay, at least I woke up. Okay, yeah, Safeguard isn't really necessary for this fight. Although it would have prevented that. Can you imagine if I died from Supersonic there? Do you know how mad I would have been? Super. Also, I need to make sure after I get cut here, I'm not going to go to Goldenrod just yet. I need to go back and get the charcoal. No, hold on. I should sell this too. Also, I'm actually not going to be teaching Headbutt. I'm actually going to be selling it. Alright, I need 1 copy of Thunder Punch and 1 copy of Ice Punch. Fire Punch is really useful for Steelix, but Ice Punch will do just fine. Also, in the place of Supersonic, I'm going to be teaching Dig. It's going to be helpful against all the Magnemites, and it'll help on, well, I would say it'll help on Whitney, but it really wouldn't. Sure. Ledian doesn't learn any bug or flying type moves. Honestly, this thing probably could just end up using Fire Punch, but at the same time... Dig will be better, I think. Also, I'm going to be purchasing 2 Abra. The reason I'm purchasing 2 Abra is because I want to trade one of the Abras for a Machop and get a Gold Berry. Question is it worth teaching now? Honestly, yes. When do I want to teach Return? Yeah, not right now, though. Not now, because I gotta teach Hidden Power Psychic before the 4th gym, and, I have to have Dig, obviously, so, yeah, do not teach Return yet. This guy's a big fat phony. Yeah, even Krabby learns Fly, right? The legendary Flying Krabby. Also, I know in Scott's run, he ended up being level 30 for Whitney. That, I can tell you, is not the right play. Oh, also, I'm gonna fight the guy here with the Raichu. That guy's pretty good XP. I'll do it on my way to dig. But yeah, the reason he went level 30 is because he did not want to teach rollout for that fight. But I am 100% teaching rollout. In fact, I forgot to go get it, so I'm going to need to. Alright, I do want to teach dig now over safeguard. I'll need to go up and get rollout, though. But once I'm done with Whitney, I'm not going to need rollout anymore. But then as soon as I'm done with Whitney, I'll delete rollout for return. Actually, no, I won't. I'll be deleting rollout for hidden power psychic. I'll need to keep it on the set. Alright, rollout in the place of Swift. The plan is just use rollout and hope for the best. Metronome Earthquake, good for you. Alright, this is a +4. There we go. Didn't even use the Goldberry, but I'll just keep it equipped until it gets used. It'll get used somewhere. I don't know if it's just me, but I really do not like the Goldenrod gym. I mean, yeah, I get it's supposed to be shaped like a Clefairy. But at the same time, it makes navigating it such a pain. That guy hasn't caught me in a while. Alright, I'm not going to do the kimono girls just yet. Hold on. I don't have enough repels. I should be fine. I mean, it's not a big deal. If I get encounters in the grass, I'll just defeat them for XP. At least the encounters near the Lake of Rage give good XP. It's not a big deal. Nice, freeze. Oh man, double freeze. Alright, see, told you the berry would be used. That was actually really convenient the berry didn't get used, because that allowed me to do more training without needing to open my bag for a potion, which was nice. I didn't know there were Noctowl here. I don't know why, the Pokemon here just give good XP. Alright, so for those of you who are just joining in, our hidden power typing is going to be Hidden Power Psychic. It's going to be very great against the Ghost Gym coming up. I'm going to be teaching the move in the place of Rollout. I don't need it anymore. Whoops. Honestly, I'm going to put Thunder Punch in slot 2. I think Dig might be my least used move. Baton Pass, gross. Oh, I just realized I still don't have more repels. But at the same time, I normally buy repels, like, in Olivine. Here's the stupid thing. Egritique doesn't sell repels. I would have had to buy extra. Also, since we are in the fast level up group, Ledian is going to start leveling up pretty fast. So, it gives it something to look forward to. I don't know if Hidden Power Psychic or Dig is going to be the better move. Probably Dig. Actually, no. They should both be equal. I was going to say Gengar have higher special defense, but because of the special split in Gen 2, their defensive stats are relatively equal. Hello, Bridgman. Joey has the top percentage. Yeah, the top percentage for Tata, even though it has 0 DVs and everything. But yeah, I think Dig might be the better strat for, at least for the Gengar. Hey Shadow, welcome back. How was your trip? Alright, so I'm going to Hidden Power Psychic the Ghastly. And the first Haunter. I think dig might be the strat here. Okay, I don't think it would have mattered. But thankfully it missed hypnosis. But this Gengar, though, is pure garbage. Oh, Shadow, I redeemed both of the codes on my Scarlet and my brother's Violet, and I had the other legendary traded to me, so now I have both shiny legends now. Yeah, I'm looking forward to ZA as well. Okay, at least it was only one encounter. I'll get super repels in this town. Normally, I have enough repels to last, but... eh. Hey, Mario. Why are you excited about Ledian? I like the Pokemon's design. It's okay. It's just a basic ladybug. You need the shiny Koraidon to add to your decks? I guess, yeah. But wait, why do you need Koraidon in your decks? You have Scarlet. Magikarp. Alright, I think Dig the best move to hit this with? Okay. I get shiny Miraidon. I wanted the shiny Koraidon in my decks too as an alt form. Ah. Just for dex completion's sake? Okay. I will say, though, if you were a random stranger that asked if I could do that, I would have told you no, but I've known you for years, so I trust you. Oh yeah, fun fact, you can talk to those windows, and they say, my reflection looking good. Have you heard of Liquid Crystal and you want to try it out? I told you this yesterday, but I don't really particularly like playing ROM hacks. So I probably wouldn't try it. Strength. Besides, I'm not the biggest fan of Crystal in the first place. I'm gonna intentionally fight this person. Even though she's a spinner, she does give good XP. It's fine. For those who don't know, you can actually buy potions from that guy. Love it in Pokemon games. That player can complete the game without saying a word. It changed in Emerald where you talk to the reporters. Yeah, he shouldn't be talking to the press. Like, what's he trying to do? Oh yeah, here's another great spot. Hidden Power Psychic helps. I'm still gonna save, though, just because you never know what's gonna happen with this guy. You guys want to make some poffins? A no-guard Quick Claw Machamp should be illegal. Why no-guard Quick Claw specifically? Like for Dynamic Punch? Oh, also, yeah, Hidden Power Psychic as well makes a lot of the poison types that the Rocket Grunts use pretty easy. I mean, I don't really have good answers for Drowsy. Bug and Grass types usually get the worst stats. Bug types, definitely for sure, yeah. Almost forgot. Nice. Alright, so I'm gonna dig out so I don't have to fight that guy again. Dude, every time okay, for some reason, whenever I've been yawning lately, feels like my head gets stuffed up. That's better. Oh. Little pro tip, if you're ever feeling lightheaded or your ears feel stuffed, like when you go up in elevation real quick, for example, you can actually plug up your nose and pretend like you're blowing your nose. It puts a lot of pressure into your ears and it kind of gets rid of the feeling. I've learned that trick as a kid when I would go on airplanes. Hey, would you like to learn Swift again? No, I do not. Tanner will be upset when he sees a hole in the floor. Eh. I think the janitor has more important things to worry about. Yeah, it's a pretty good trick. I actually do it while driving a lot. There's this path I always take coming home from the city. It goes up and down elevation quite a lot, so it's always at that part of the route I have to do something like that. You know, it's a good thing there's no trainer to the right of Price, because that'd be annoying. Ah, yeah, there goes that Fury attack. Good old classic Price. Alright, so the main plan for Jasmine is just basically just use Ice Punch. Yeah, and then Dig will one-shot the Magnemites. Honestly, I think this is the very... Oh, no. The last point I need Dig is the 3 Magnemite trainer in the radio tower. As soon as I'm done beating that guy, I'll delete Dig for... Return? No, you know what? I probably won't teach Return right now. Oh my god. That had to have been a crit. I refuse to believe a Pokemon with the attack status Steelix can one-shot me with Rock Throw. I've almost never seen that thing use Rock Throw before. Maybe I got hit with Screech. Ah, get wrecked. Screech? Okay, that explains it. Okay. Alright, dreaded phone call. Honestly, it's not like I really need Return for this section anyway. Hidden Power Psychic is really good here. In fact, it's my most... Actually, technically, my most powerful move is either Thunder or Ice Punch. But I'm going to keep Hidden Power Psychic in slot 1 just for the sole purpose of Poison types. And the only mandatory Dark type in this whole section is the Murkrow. And the Houndour and the Houndoom. So, how's everyone doing? Alright, what does my notes look like from here? My moveset for the league is Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, Hidden Power, then Agility. Okay, I'm going to be learning Agility at level 51, so there's going to be no need to... Yeah, don't even bother teaching Return. Hold on to Dig. Question is, should I get the out-of-the-way candies? Like, I can get the one inside of the Mount Mortar, but I can also get the one in the Whirl Islands, because I do have Flash. The main problem with those is just, they're out-of-the-way candies. The question is it worth it? I think they are, because I don't think I need rare candies for Red. The only thing that really matters for me for Red is the ability to outspeed his Pikachu. Are you asking me, like, why is agility good? It's because on red, I'm gonna combine it with, curse. I'm impressed that survived. Man, I really do wish you can dig out of this place. Okay, so the best move for Golbat is actually going to be Ice Punch. What's my favorite Pokemon game to play most of the time? Uh, my favorite my favorite main series Pokemon game is definitely Black 2 and White 2. Those are my favorite. Those games get like a 98 out of 100 for me. But if you mean like for solo run challenges, I don't know, each game has a unique charm to it, but definitely one of my lesser favorite games to do solo runs in are Pokemon Emerald. It's one of my lesser favorite games to run. Crystal is also kind of up there. The only time I ever have fun with Crystal solo runs is when we do the backports. Emerald and Platinum. Ah, it's for late game. After you said moveset for the league, I thought agility would be used in the league. Oh, no. The reason in my notes I have moveset for league, it's to help me mentally plan, okay, this is the moveset I have to have by the time I get to the league. This is my moveset right now, what am I missing? Because after comparing, I realized the only thing I'm missing is agility. It just helps me with planning for later. I mean, agility could help on Lance maybe, but I'll probably end up outspeeding everything. Oh, yeah, I am not the biggest fan of solo running Pokemon Platinum. The problem is, I don't like the difficulty spots. Like, a lot of the difficulty is, like, in the first 3 gyms. And it, like, peaks at the 5th. But then the 6th gym and the 7th gym go downhill from there. But the problem is, there's just way too many rare candies in the game. And it makes the Elite Four an absolute joke half the time. So it's like, the difficulty is, like, front-loaded. I actually like Diamond and Pearl solo running better. Because there aren't as many rare candies, the Elite Four are a higher level, and their speed stats are way greater. And they have the funny Bruno AI, which is pretty fun to play around. Platinum doesn't give you Mew. Are you sure you're not thinking of Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl? You hate the Distortion World? I know a lot of people say, like, how cool it looks, but at the same time, there's nothing in there. I understand why they added it. It was a cool cinematic place, but it's not fun actually solving the puzzle. But I get what they were going for. It was for plot purposes. I mean, I do like doing solo runs in Black and White 1 compared with Black 2 and White 2. My main problem is with Black and White 1, I don't like how linear the game is. There's like almost no variety with the game, plus there's not many like held items and stuff. Black 2 and White 2 fixes a lot of those problems. You may be asking, then why do you play them? I try to play as many Pokemon games as possible for solo runs, because there's always one game that ends up being somebody's favorite that I do. Like, there's probably someone out there whose favorite game that I do is actually, like, Omega Ruby, for example. Alright, vitamin of the day. I'm going to be buying calcium and probably the rest in carbos. The switch room gets kind of confusing to do sometimes. Oh, the switch room, you mean the distortion world? You mean like where the camera switches? Yeah, it can be pretty disorienting. I mean, my favorite games, I think my favorite, I think out of all the games that I do solo runs for, I think my favorite games to actually do solo runs in, one of those is Heart Gold and Soul Silver, because there's a huge variety of different ways to play the game. Pokemon White 2, Challenge Mode, and another one that I really do like, probably Omega Ruby. Omega Ruby, in my opinion, is the only good Hoenn game. I think all the other ones aren't that good. It's an unpopular opinion that I have, but I just think Emerald's a heavily overrated game. Like, I don't know why they thought it was a good idea to do 2 evil teams at once when they all have, like, the same Zubats and first stage Poochyenas, and it just makes the game take forever. Like, I actually prefer Ruby and Sapphire over Emerald. But I prefer Oras over both of them. Also, I do like X and Y solo runs as well, because a lot of the random trainers can just kill you if you're not prepared. Well, I guess Kenya got a free protein out of that. Made me know Tabitha was male. I had no idea there was a misconception about Tabitha being female in the original games. I mean, I don't know what the sprite was like. I never played Ruby. Okay, agility, so long dig. So you don't like it because of skill issue? Oh, dude, I should have gotten the Never Melt Ice. I don't think I need it. Wipe that smirk off. Okay, let's do this fight now. Okay. Hopefully I didn't end up needing that Never Melt Ice. Honestly, I don't think so. Okay, that was pretty lucky. But yeah, I think I'm going to use all my rare candies before Lance. Because I do not think I need a level 80 for red. The only reason Scott needed that level is because he was using the rollout strat. But I'm not using the rollout strat. I'll probably try and be like 73 for the fight. This would be my turn to remind you, Dratini, but I got fired lately. Yeah, your job got taken over by a computer. Here's the thing, though, like, when I'm not racing against other people, I almost always remember the Dratini. It's just when I'm racing against Ike. I still cannot get over the fact he was 4 minutes ahead of me, essentially since Whitney. Because of the whole cut user fiasco. Fun fact, in Gold and Silver, Mount Mortar is dark. Need to form a union? No, no unions here. I'll fire you all. And I'll pay you below minimum wage, too. And MVF, I'm gonna get people from Germany to do your job. I'm impressed that survived, actually. We get paid? No, it's like that meme, like, 50,000, I only make 100. Or, like, 200,000, I only make 100. 100, I only make 50,000. You guys are getting paid? Also, I don't think I need to do training here. I mean, I already outspeed everything in the league anyway. But I know Scott was like level 68 or something for this, for Lance after the candies. I will say, though, the one disadvantage of not having Fire Punch is the Sneasel. The Sneasel just becomes very annoying. Okay, Magneton would be another... Uh-oh. Yeah, I think I'm still dead. Yeah. My favorite Pokemon is Reshiram. How did I get such low health last time? Oh my god. Okay, that's an issue. Problem is, I can't get Dig back. You know what? Pause. In Scott's run, I'm pretty sure he got to keep Dig the whole time. Honestly, what's the latest I even need Hidden Power Psychic? Paralyzed Cure Berry? No, because I 3-shot it. Actually, I think I just need to leave and go get Fire Punch. But at the same time, where else do I need Hidden Powers? I can re-get Hidden Power Psychic in Kanto. Either that or just get Psychic, but in the Elite Four, who do I even need Hidden Power Psychic for? Let's see, Koga would be one. Bruno. Okay, yeah, I need to keep Hidden Power Psychic. Honestly, I think the least useful Elemental Punch for me is Thunder Punch. It only helps for the Gyarados. But you know what? I think I need to leave and get Fire Punch, teach it over Thunder Punch, then get another copy of Thunder Punch. Alright, I need one copy of Thunder Punch 2. Alright, I'm gonna teach... Oh my god, I'm retarded. This thing doesn't learn Fire Punch. Why did I think that? I did save before the fight, but... Wait, just use the candies before the rival. Okay, this should be better. Although if this fails again, I could use a Paralysis Cure Berry. I mean, why would a bug learn Fire Punch? Wow. Okay. That is not great. Okay. I need the Paralysis Cure Berry. Dude, this sucks. Also, if you're wondering if Ice Punch is truly the best option, it is. Because even though Thunder Punch and Ice Punch are tied in effective power, well, I think Thunder Punch is quad resisted. Oh my god, dude. Dude, I do not want to learn Rest. It just sucks I'm not getting the 2-shot with Ice Punch. It's literally my best move, plus it gets a price boost. Oh. Okay. It didn't even use Thunder Wave turn 1. I'll take it. That burn doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, so apparently the rival here was one of the hardest fights because I could not keep Dig. Because I have to have agility for red. But yeah, pretty much Ice Punch is my best move right now. It is annoying how I'm going to have to do this. You know what's interesting? You know how some of the opponents in this game just have a random chance to just use something like Fury Attack, like Price's Piloswine? I think it's a similar thing with Double Slap. I would recommend Black too. Yeah, I was trying to count here for one turn of double slap. Alright, so yeah, the reason I had to keep Hidden Power Psychic was for Koga. Yeah, Hidden Power Psychic. Hey, Mariah. This thing cannot learn Fire Punch. I found that out the hard way. Rock Slide. Oh boy. Oh boy, that was cutting it close. Oh man. Okay, that was bad. I should not have won that. And still went for Sand Attack. Okay, I'm not even bothering with that Karen attempt. Yeah, you do. The thing is with high jump kick, have high jump kick, the recoil is, if you miss, it's the, I think it's half of the damage you would have dealt, and you saw the Hitmonlee took almost no recoil. That meant high jump kick on Ledian would have done like 5 damage. Oh my god, Karen sucks. Set up an agility? Why would I set up an agility? I outspeed everything. Stop using Sand Attack. You know what? I don't need Hidden Power Psychic anymore. So I'm gonna delete Hidden Power for the place of yeah, place of return. This thing has a lot of moveset constraints. Oh my god, this stupid Umbreon. Quit using Sand Attack. The reason I always use an HP up before the fight is it reduces the odds from 90% to 60%, which is still likely. It's annoying though. Bug Buzz does not exist until Gen 4. Funny enough, Lance is probably going to be the easiest person in the entire league. Oh. I did not expect Aerodactyl to live that. That was a crit. So that shows you Flamethrower would have done less than half. Honestly, I think just because of that Aerodactyl, I should have had the Never Melt Ice. I mean, I can learn the TM for Psychic, so I could just always get that if I want to. But the thing is, I need to hold on to Return. Ledian should be Bruno tier. Yeah, Ledian's not that good. This Pokemon's terrible. I am impressed I avoided that guy. The question is, am I gonna want Psychic? I mean, I would like it for Janine. Then again, Janine sucks. I would like it, yes. What do I teach it over? Honestly, I did get an extra copy of Thunder Punch, so probably just delete it over Thunder Punch, but I would like it for Misty, though. I guess I'll get Psychic and just not teach it till later. You know what's funny? I used to actually take the Deoxys battle music out of the music pool because some idiot kept copyright claiming it. Like, it wasn't Nintendo or Game Freak or anyone. It was just a guy who made, like, a lo-fi version of this theme and then had it registered through YouTube's copyright system. So it thought I was using their music. You didn't get... Oh, yeah, you're right. I reset over it. You're right. I don't think I'll need Psychic. I mean, Psychic would only truly be good for Janine, but she's pretty bad. No, I did. You know what's funny? I think my time is still going to be somewhat similar to Scott's. I think he got a 149 with Ledian. Either that or was a 141. But this Ledian run was definitely played bad. Like, that moveset constraint near the league was quite bad. Like, honestly, yeah, plus Bruno was pretty bad. I mean, if I ever did do a Ledian re-rank, I would have to completely rethink how to do the Elite Four section. And I know Scott simply just did not have return or agility at all. He went with first rollout for red, but I really don't want to do that. Yeah, exactly. Ledian's a bad Pokemon, too. Like, even if I think of how to handle the Elite Four differently, nothing's stopping that early game rival fight. Yeah, I used to do 2 runs with, like, regular runs, but I quit doing that. 'Cause I just haven't had as much time to do that. The only time I ever do 2 runs is the backports. Because we do those as races, and we don't plan those ahead of time. Normally, I plan these runs ahead of time, but Axew did not make notes for Ledian. Or Ariados. He didn't make notes for either of those because he didn't want to. I understand why, but I essentially had to spend 20 minutes watching Scott's second run and figuring out what to do, but I left out a lot of details. But yeah, in the new year, I'm going to try and start making my own notes more and actually seriously planning the runs. I just prefer to play that way. I know Scott prefers to do the one playthrough, learn from those mistakes, then do a second one. I prefer to route. I prefer to actually do some planning and routing before I do the run. Why are you fighting low-level trainers? Dominic, let me know when you find a way to skip these trainers, okay? These are all mandatory trainers in the story. I have to fight them. Let me know if you find a way I can skip them. I haven't seen it, Shadow, because I'm not really into Pikmin. Wag hey. Come on, people, post Wag hey. Come on, Boss KO, I know you're in the background. Alright, gotta go get the expansion card. I could have swore my repel was still up. Oh, seriously? Are we seriously gonna leave Quagsire hanging? There you are, Boss KO. You're late. I'm just messing around. There, I posted my own Wag hey. I hope he's pleased. Yeah, it is kind of annoying that mods can't use them. Did I save before Surge? I don't think I did. No. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did not save. Dude, not having dig here either is so painful. I'm gonna try return. Okay. And here's the other thing, Shadow. YouTube doesn't tell people this. They only tell it to people who are able to have memberships. You only get a certain amount of emote slots available. And in order to get more, you have to have more members. I think it maxes out at a specific number. But that's what they always tell me. Alright, Ice Punch and Thunder Punch for Brock. Oh, speaking of emotes, you know how on Twitch, if you subscribe, like how with like YouTube there's memberships? You know how on Twitch, if you subscribe, you don't see ads from that person? I really wish YouTube had a thing for that as well. Like, if you're a member to somebody's channel, you should not be able to see ads on their videos. Like, they really should do that. But, so that way you don't have to upload a separate version of the same video for members called ad-free, because it's annoying. But, I saw on social media the Twitch streamer, Queso. Apparently I saw him trending, and the reason he was trending is because apparently on his Twitch streams, whenever he plays a game, whenever there's like one of those Twitch mandated ad breaks, he actually pauses his game and allows the ad break to finish, so that way all the non-subs can actually watch all of the gameplay. And then some of the paid subs were all mad, and then he's like, hey, look, buddy, some people don't have $8 a month, okay? You may have it, but not everyone does. And then when someone would say, I mean, everybody has $8, and the guy's like, oh yeah, why don't you gift 10 subs? I mean, pretty based, honestly. Okay, I'm gonna have to save here. I will say, it is very bad that Ledian doesn't have access to dig. Like, here's something that's really upsetting. Why can't I purchase more dig TMs? In this game, if there was more than one way to get dig, like how in Fire Red and Leaf Green you can just purchase another dig TM, if you could do that in Crystal, this Pokemon would be so much better. I don't watch Queso streams at all. I never watch people on Twitch. But, sometimes, though, I do randomly watch compilation videos of him, like, ranking, like, fast food options. And it's just funny, because normally his taste in food is not that good. You'd think for someone his size he wouldn't be a picky eater, but he surprisingly is a picky eater. It's just a bunch of slop content I watch sometimes. I mean, at the same time, though, like, I did partially understand where those people were, where they were coming from, because in their eyes, they paid $8 a month to watch the stream with no ads, just for during the ad break, the content completely pauses. Like, I understand that, but at the same time, it's not like he's showing them ads anyway. I mean, honestly, you could probably use that time as an opportunity to, like, chat and ask questions since he wouldn't be focused on the game. I could technically use Curse Agility here, but I really don't need to. You have got to be kidding. Alright, I'm going to teach Curse in the place of Thunder Punch. Alright, I'm just going to use 3 curses. Four curses. Why would it need curse? The defense boost. It's a frickin' range. Of course it is. Oh no, I've been seated. If I wanted to, I could get the Mount Silver Candy to get level 75, but level 75 would not be needed. Use Curse. Ledian has been cursed with no evolution. Hey, it evolves from Lediba. Alright, so now the only move is to teach Rest in the place of... Or no, not Rest. Flash. I need to teach Flash in the place of Ice Punch. You know, I may as well get that candy. Just in time for red, yep. I might be able to get the in-between. Alright, so my plan is to probably try and set up just 4 flashes. That was only 2, 3, 4. Because after that, the flashes don't become worth it. Alright, so I need to use 6 curses, and that's a loss. Because 4 flashes already reduces Thunder quite a lot. I'm just going to use 4. Oh my god, dude. That thing hit me with 2 charms. Okay, that is the world's most accurate Pikachu. Why would they introduce no Pokemon? Dude, come on. This is literally the world's most accurate Pikachu. I would use a singular flash, and it would still hit its moves. You know what? I'll go minus... Oh. You know what? I think the agilities might cancel out that paralysis, so I'll deal with it. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that might be enough. Okay, minus 3. Dude. I mean, Legend Arc's introduced a few, but they're mainly regional variants of things. I hate this Pikachu. I really freaking hate it. It's a dumb strat, but it works. How? I hate this Pikachu. I mean, you could say Megas are sort of... Well, more like new forms. I hate this. This is so stupid. Typhlosion does not need a Mega. It has way too much love. There we go. -6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. -4, 2, 0. Okay, now I sweep. Hopefully everything is a one-shot. It should be. Well, the reason Typhlosion already got a Hisuian form. Dude. That thing crit me. Am I seriously still too low of a level? I literally set up to +6. Gato, it doesn't need a regional form and a Mega. Besides, it's not a starter. Honestly, I think they would have announced Megas for the 3 starters, so I think more likely than not, they're just going to get regional forms. Fuck. Okay. Who knows? Maybe the Blastoise was a range. Oh. It wasn't. Oh, there aren't regional forms? Dang. What do I do? It's awful. Literally the best physical move I got. Honestly, I probably should have bought protein. Yeah, we need a Mega Charizard Z. Well, dude, I'm out of rare candies. That would take forever. In that amount of time, I could get 30 more resets. This is fucking awful. I hate this. Flash on the Blastoise? No, that's not a good idea. Problem is, what if I miss the Flash? And even if I use it, it can still hit me anyway. The reason I have to use Flash on Pikachu, if it even frickin' hits, is because I need to set up on it. There we go. I hate this game. I don't want to give up. But I am so close to hacking in rare candies. But then again, this will end up being a cheated run if I do that. Shadow, I could say the same thing about the Legends Arceus starters. Dude, quit missing Flash. This is why Flash is such a god-awful move. Like, why? Who decided that Flash needs to be 70% accurate? Honestly, this would be risky, but what if I need Pink Bow instead? The problem is, if I get hit, I'm not going to heal. Why? Why do I even bother having 5 flashes? Yeah, they changed it to 100% because they realized there's no reason for that move to be 70. Honestly, I think Pink Bow might have to be the strat. Alright. Dude, I don't have an... Oh, I do. Okay, I do. I was gonna say I didn't have one, but I reset over that. Yeah, this will be one of those Pokemon that could qualify for a re-rank later. I mean, it doesn't help this run did not receive proper planning. From me or Axio. I literally just tried to rush together a route last minute. Yeah, but MVF, it would take so long for me to get 3 levels. Holy crap. Alright. The Pink Bow should allow the Charizard and Blastoise to be one-shots. My god, why does this move miss so much? It literally takes me like 10 turns to set up 5 flashes. John, I know 78 will be enough. It will take too long to train. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't want to train 3 levels without rare candies. That would take too long. I would be training in the Elite Four for like 20 minutes. Next time, yeah. But here's the thing, even at 78, I still need the flashes to work. I almost never get to the stupid Charizard. This move misses so many times. It's insane how often Flash misses. Look at this. That was just ridiculous. Like, why can't this thing learn Mud Slap? My life would be so much easier if this thing could learn Mud Slap. That was the last turn I needed of setup. Dude, that's -6. And I have to set up extra curses because of the extra charms. I was one turn away that time as well. Click missing. This is legitimately making me very angry. I hate strats like this. Strats like this make my blood boil. Deadpool, I don't have the backports in the Discord. You gotta become a channel member to get them. Channel members can go to my community tab, and they'll see a post where you can get the Google Drive links. All the patches. Yeah, the strat will eventually work, yeah. But I hate it so much. I hate doing strats like this. It's awful. Then again, at the same time, tomorrow when I begin the Ditto run, the difference is I'm not going to be angry because I expect it. It's because I know no matter what happens, Ditto can only do so well. How many resets is this going to frickin' take? Like, ever since I equipped the pink bow, I was one turn away from actually spamming return 2 separate times, then got hit at the last minute. And that was with 6 flashes. Well, yeah, John, it's expected. Like, I know going into it, the Elite Four, I'm going to have hundreds upon hundreds of resets. I expect it. But not with this thing. I refuse to go leave and train. I refuse. Okay, why does Thunder have like a 50% paralysis chance? That was never gonna work. You know what? Fuck it. I'm cheating. No, John, I don't care anymore. I'm cheating. With that amount of time that had passed with those red attempts, I may as well have done league rematches. Wait, no. If I'm doing 78 now, that means I can equip leftovers. Just hit the final flash, dude. Alright, now I just need 3 agilities. Okay. This should guarantee the Charizard and Blastoise now. What? That did even less. Oh, I'm at +4. Oh my god, I'm so retarded, dude. I thought that was 6. I must have gotten hit with Charm at some point. You know what? I just got lucky. Got punished for it. I must have gotten hit with a Charm at the last minute. Like, here's the thing. If I was using Mud Slap, then it wouldn't be bad. Like, I wouldn't be this frustrated, because at the same time, at least Mud Slap is 100% accurate. Flash is not. It's literally the accuracy of Thunder. There's no reason for it to be. I mean, I'm definitely seeing why Scott ended up going with the rollout strat. Honestly, the fact I had to be this high of a level anyway. Honestly, I think rollout might have been the better strat. I didn't like the look of it, but it honestly might have been the better strat. Flinch. Of course you would flinch. I forgot how little Synthesis heals without the sun. Two hours, 7 minutes, 59 seconds, 72 resets. Okay, this was straight up the worst crystal run I've ever done. Yeah, I I think I agreed with Scott's past run. Rollout was the strat. Because what you would have done is you would hold leftovers, and then rollout would have done enough damage to where Charizard would go down, then Blastoise. I'm going to put these results on the leaderboard. I know they're cheated technically, but with how many resets I endured there, I'm just going to deal with it. It'll get reran at some point. What level did I finish at? Level with Scott? He was like 80 to 83. Alright, so yep, right here. Last place. Oh. Like, I've used Mud Slap strategies on Red's Pikachu before. It is nowhere near as bad as Flash strats. If level 80 would return one shot, on what? On what, John? Blastoise Venusaur? I don't think so. But honestly, I could have also bought Protein earlier on instead of Carbos. You know what? I want to do some testing. I'm going to give myself rollout. This thing learn Defense Curl. Nope, of course not. Why would something learn rollout but not Defense Curl? Alright. I think Scott's moveset was... What? Dude. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna replace Flash with Rest. The Rest, Curse, Agility, Rollout. I mean, Agility wouldn't be needed for this. Well, let me put Return in the place of Agility. I want to try this. I mean, I'm guessing you'd have to get a reset until you get a Charm Miss. I don't like this either. I guess when you get to the Snorlax, just set up 6 returns. And at least I'll have Rest. Honestly, this is probably the better strat. Be level 78, and, but the problem is, though, you're gonna need a Charm Miss. Actually, let me test getting hit with Charm. Yeah, no, I didn't think so. Then again, Charm is, I think Charm is 100% accurate, but the opponents in this game have a 25% debuff, so I think Charm is 75% accurate. So I think I would have to I would have to reset here over and over again until I get a charm miss. Then obviously, like, no rollout misses. I am not testing level 80. It took so much work to get to this level. I had to cheat in rare candies. John, I'm not using flash. That move fucking sucks. I don't want to use that move ever again. At least when people were suggesting to Scott in the Discord, like, hey, you should use flash for Porygon and Crystal, at least Porygon gets sharpened. So it doesn't have to worry about speed. And besides, Porygon has decent defenses. And I hate having to praise it, but its defenses are okay. It can survive a few hits. Besides, I think it sets up on something else anyway. Honestly, I like this strat better. Rest, curse, return, rollout. I like this strat better. Basically, you just gotta keep going. You have to reset Scum the Pikachu until you get a Charm Miss. And you just gotta hope all the rollouts hit. Because once all the rollouts hits, you'll get to the Snorlax. And then as soon as you get to the Snorlax, you just set up curses and rest. This would have been the better strat. Oh, man. That run gave me a headache. Well, sorry that went a little negative near the end, but I'm sure y'all can see why it did. But yeah, last place on the leaderboard. I'm sure in the new year this thing would greatly qualify for needing a re-rank. I mean, a lot of things on my Crystal leaderboard need a re-rank. John, I'm not doing a lower level. Oh, you're asking for, like, rollout? I don't want to... I think I have a way to figure this out. Use Quick Attack. Dude, MVF, that's not funny. Alright. Let's take a look at rollout here. Let's look at this at level 70. Let's see, rollout turn 1 would do like 33%. Turn 2... 70%. Yeah, this thing would definitely need 3 rollouts to knock out. Then on the Charizard, a 4-hit destroys it. But what about the Blastoise? It does, so technically level 70 would have worked. The problem is, Thunder does so much of my health, but the thing is, I outspeed anyway. So if I outspeed, what I would have had to do was... what I would have had to do is use Rollout, hope for a Charm Miss, otherwise reset, hit the second one, get hit with Thunder for half my health, And then the third rollout kills it. Yeah, 35 to 44. Wait. Why is it saying rollout's going to do so much more damage? What? Why does it say a turn 1 rollout does 36 to 44? Turn 2 is 74 to 87. I was 3-shotting that. Are there protein? No, there's no vitamins in the route. This is just a blank test route. But yeah, instead of carbos, I 100% should have bought proteins. Then again, if what this is saying is true, I could have done 36 and 74. That would have one-shot the Pikachu. That would have two-shot the Pikachu at 75. So I think there has to be some sort of... Well, then again, I wasn't testing rollout at that level, but how come when I was testing at the higher level, it was a 3-shot? Why? Seriously, why? There's something I'm not understanding. Like, why was rollout a 3-shot on the Pikachu? I don't know. I think it has to do with the attack stat XP. But if I do 75 and use proteins, DBs... What was my hidden power typing in this run? No, it was hidden power psychic. That was the right one. Yeah, why was it a 3-shot? I think this default route fights a lot of optional trainers. John, 78 is far too high for me. Yeah. Here's how I'm gonna... Just 5 proteins as my vitamin buy. Oh, yeah, that'll 2-shot for sure. Then the Charizard would be obviously killed. Yeah, John, I think it was 100% to do with stat XP. I think this default route fights different trainers, and that's affected the stat XP. Then the Blastoise +4 barely does enough. Then the Snorlax at +5 kills it. And then I could just set up on the Venusaur. Or no, then on the Venusaur, I could continue the rollouts. Honestly, that would have 100% been the strat. I was incorrect about rollout. But a different... Maybe one day, a different day, I can give this thing a proper re-rank. But not today. Anyway, thank you all for stopping by, everyone. I do appreciate it. Tomorrow is going to be the long-dreaded Fire Red Ditto run. I'll need to do some last-minute route testing in the Elite Four before that starts, but at least in that run, I'm going to fully expect, like, the Elite Four is going to take hundreds of resets. Well, specifically Lance and the Champion. Lance and the Champion are going to be by far the worst. But anyway, I'll see you all later.